Dun 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 dun. Hey, what's up, YouTubes? So this is to one of my viewers out there, MrYugi Plays Games. Hey, congrats on making a 16 version of this. I think you can actually do a ton more with it. If you want to, I'll give you a few suggestions and run with it. I think they'll all work, and I think you'll actually be quite happy with these suggestions. They'll make your base even more powerful. So don't worry, man, you can take it. You've made the modifications that are required to do it. You can in fact call it something completely different if you want. I'm all about encouraging others to build more and do more. So there is some things. Now there's only a few questions I would need to ask as well. What is your base levels? Your hero base levels, your base levels on the inside, stuff like that. But mainly most of the things that I know about are on the outside walls. So specifically, 9 walls out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then if you go to the inside, so over here, these walls, you can trim some of the walls from right here. Either on the outside you can trim them, or on the inside. So you could trim like 3 walls here. Let's do 1. So it'd be starting for your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this wall here, and this wall here you can trim. And most likely you could trim this wall here and this wall here. And you could get a ton of walls there on each side, as well as you can trim this corner one up here. So that gives you can play at least with like 10 more walls. And that's why you can also make this at even his version here, right here. You can make an even lower version of that by trimming off like 10 walls from those locations. So those locations aren't really required. So you could kill this off, you could kill them off for the outside, or you can trim them from the inside. If you trim them from the inside, they'll be able to move around better, your heroes. You could also put in a zigzag on the backside. If you put in a zigzag, you need to be very mindful of this one in the back right here. You don't need to go 4. 4 is not needed there. 3 is needed here, so that is a good thing that you did 3. But you need 3, usually at least 3, if you're going to, even without the zigzags. 3 in the back is where you need. So I'd take it from there and I'll put it there. And if you can, put another one from over here that you trimmed off from over there over to here and here. And then you can sort of do a little bit of a zigzag in the back there, which would then help you out some as well, I believe. Or you could extend this this a little bit further. It's your choice then if you want to extend this or make it a little bit of a zigzag. By making those trims, you can then do that. This right here can help or hurt because your heroes, if they're ranged like Santa, might hop the wall. Also, your heroes might hop the wall because you don't have bumpers, but it's hard to get bumpers at such a low level of a town hall, which is fine. You know, back in the day, the heart base was great because it had this trimmed edge. That trimmed edge is what made it overpowered because you'd get so much additional time to attack. That's why I love the heart base back in the day. So because it is a trimmed version of it, it should work just fine without having to take rid of that, but that should still work. Or you could get rid of this and use this as part of the zigzag-ishness of it if you want a little bit more zigzag, or if you need more time for them to go around. I think you'd be better off making it the start of your zigzag, like moving the piece from right here to right there. So you can move the piece from there to there, and then I'll suck this little piece up here and move this like whole chunk of 3. Let's take a look. No. Take this piece right here, and if you can, put it right there. So take this piece from here, put that piece there. Take that piece from there, put that piece there. Like I said, you can trim some off from here or over here. I would reinforce this a little bit right here. And then you got the start of your zigzags. You can then take some pieces from there and start the zigzag there, take some pieces from over here and start the zigzag over here. And by having it, if you have it 3 or 4, you're going to be fine in the back. If you have it 4, you're guaranteed for them not to break through. If you have it 3, it's less of a chance. You have it at 2, which is, what is it? If they spawn back here, it's like a 50% chance for them to break through, something like that. But because you have it at 3 thick, you're good in here, you're good here, but you're not good right here. They can break through here. Like I said, if you just move this piece over to here, move that piece right here, move that piece right there, trim a little bit from here, finish up the zigzag, and use some of the extra pieces for this right here. And then you will have, if you want, a house, you know, this Town Hall 16 that's more of a heart version with some zigzags in the back. That would make it work. Let's see. Yes, with that being that close to it, that should be fine. You can get right up on it, and they will not break through. Well, the only time they will break through is if Cupid is hovering too close to the wall. That's the issue with any corner bases. If you're doing P and higher, sometimes even lower if you're doing like G, whenever you got Dino or the Boss. The only time a corner base comes into a problem, and this happens on any corner base, if people say it doesn't happen, they're lying to you. If your flyers float above your walls, the flyers can then sometimes aggro the boss through the walls. So that's the facts of life. If anyone says that doesn't happen, they're lying, because it does. But it's very rare for that to happen, so whatever. But I think you can trim some walls, and by trimming those walls, you can get the zigzags going, as well as reinforce for any back spawns. So when you're thinking that you were wondering where you need to put that wall, I believe you need to put it over here. I believe you need to put that one there, that one there. I think you need to trim 3 to 5 walls from the corner over here. It can go to 2 thick. Once it's at this point, the walls up front there can go like 2 thick, and it's fine. That's why you have 2 thick walls right here. The zigzag here, this is actually only 2 walls thick. You basically need the 4 walls thick in front, but on the side, you can actually get away with having 3 walls thick right here, but only right there can you get away with that. You can't get, that's the only spot you can get away with that kind of shenanigans. Since you do have it sucked up in front, I can't remember if you need that wall, if you can get away with having that or not. I can't remember. If it's sucked up right against the wall, you might have to keep that. Can't remember. I know if it's back 1 space, you definitely can get rid of that chunk. But over here, you can go down to 2, and I think it's 10 spaces if you keep the corner in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right here, you could trim a whole bunch. You could trim a whole bunch of walls, and you're going to be fine. Or you could trim it from the inside. I would suggest trimming it from the inside to give your heroes more movement to run around in. So you could trim right here, probably, you don't want to break it down to 1, so you got to keep the 2 zigzags. So you'd have to trim there. If you trim it from the outside, I think you might be able to get a bit more. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. So you could trim where? That. You could probably trim, and you'd be perfectly fine. Depending upon if you get some range, they might be able to cross. So you got to sort of look to see if range are attacking there. If they're attacking there, you might have to trim from the inside. You might be able to trim there, 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 there. Nope, can't trim that. You'd get away with trimming more from the outside. So there's more you can trim from here and here to then use stuff at the back of the base. You're going all over the place. All right, so yeah, you could trim more from here. You can't trim from these 2 thick without them breaking through somewhere. You can move this. No, I would keep that 1 thick there. No, you can't move that. You pretty much got to stick with that. but you can do a little bit of a zigzag. You can do like a start of a zigzag. If you then trim this off from there and move it over here to start your zigzag, and you can use the extra pieces that you trimmed from here to reinforce your back wall so they don't go through, because it has to be 3 thick. To guarantee they're not going to go through, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, you're just, you know, gambling. You could do it with less or more, depending upon what you do. You could probably be fine with just making it 3 thick. But usually at the 4, at 5, I know it guarantees they will never attack through the back. If you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But since it's such a low base, I don't know if you need 100% guarantee, if you're going to be fine with, like, you know, running the odds, rolling the dice. Like, how often are you going to get a back spawn? How often are they going to actually attack through? Because if this base is down, they'll pretty much always go around. If this base is still up, they'll still attack right through. So you're playing the dice with that back wall piece, but I'm pretty sure with 4 wall pieces, you're fairly good. So if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to be very, very safe. If you do 3, you're risking it. Somewhere like 75%. I don't know. It's very close. But since you don't have a zigzag and you haven't really extended, for the most part, you're still safe with this. But you could start a zigzag. You have the amount that you could do to do a zigzag. So trim a little bit from the outside or inside. Outside or inside. And have them go to here. If you can get it to 4 on the back end, that'd be your best option to make sure that they don't break through. And just start your zigzag here. So you got the start here. So just put that piece there, then put another piece there. And then you'll have a small zigzag right there with still keeping the base pretty much exactly the way you had it. So trim a little bit from here, make the zigzags a little bit there, trim a little bit from here, make the zigzags there, and move this to over here to reinforce the back piece, and then try and use any other pieces to reinforce the back here. 3, you're pretty safe. 4, you're guaranteed, well, not guaranteed, but pretty dang close to guaranteed that they're not going to break through. 5, you're pretty much guaranteed they're not going to break through if you extend it to 5, but that's really hard to do since, you know, you don't have that much. So play the odds. And I would say do 3 or 4 here. So take that piece, put it over here. Take that piece, put it over there. Trim from here, put it over there. Trim from here, put it over there. And that would fix it up for you. I think that would make it even better for you. So hopefully that helps you. So that's just the ideas that I would have for things that I would try and change to make it even better. As well as if you get to a piece, you might be able to trim this off one there and just push it up to there. I don't know, that's just, you attempt to fix. So say if you can't get the zigzag to, if you can't get the zigzag piece for this right here, you can actually move this bit right here to right there. You could actually move that to there, as long as you have one extending there already. But there's so many ideas here. You could do a lot with it, so take that and run with it. Go ahead, make another video. I'll respond to it again. Just make sure you let me know to take a quick peek at it, and I shall do so. So there you go. That's the things that I would do to make the changes to it. Dude, don't worry. Just run with the base. I'm never gonna like accuse anyone of taking this stuff. If you made changes to it, you made changes to it. The changes are yours. It's perfectly fine, man. I'm all about encouraging people to build more. Why? Because I want us to beat higher levels of HBM. That's my biggest goal. Helping you guys and helping myself. Simple as that. So take a quick peek. All you gotta do. So once again, this person's YouTube. We got MrYugi PlaysIosGames. I think that's iOS games. MrYugi PlaysIosGames. Yeah, so it's like that right there. So if you take a look at this right here and go to that address, I'll try and put in my video his address. So that's all you got to do if you want to make some fixes to make that work. I believe you would need to trim from there, and make the extensions over here, make the extension over there, and you would be golden, I believe. I believe it would work just fine. You'd get the zigzags, you would get the protection in front, you'd have more movement. So I believe with those particular changes, you will be doing quite well. Your heroes might still hop the walls because your base is so close. Any of the ranged heroes might hop. You can try and get away with that if you want to by making an extender. If you extend, you purposely make it look like your base is thicker, they will go around. So there's ways of cheating, like how on mine, I put a few wall pieces out here in the corner to make it feel like the base is pointing out further. They then go around further, and it makes your heroes not aggro over here, because with your base being so close to the wall like that, they could aggro out the front. You might want a one extender piece up front, at least a one extender there, to push it out further this way. And once you put a one extender there, you need some kind of statue or something to put right next to that extender piece, and it'll act like the extender is even bigger. So you're making a false extender. But either way, you're extending it so then your heroes don't hop out the front. You can watch, most of your heroes look like they're ranged, so then your heroes wouldn't hop this side, and you'd be safe. But I would put an extender right there, a little base there, trim some. So you can move that extender down one, put it right there, or you can have it at the corner if you're trimming on the inside. So it really depends. There's all these things you can do to make it even better. Even better. So don't worry, man, run with it. I encourage you to make changes and do more. I don't care about anything. You guys can do more. Go for it. This game is all about building on top of each other's ideas. So there you go. Cool, isn't it? Look at it. He's doing pretty good. He can just do better. I think there's more that can be done. Like I said, trimming over here, and adding to the back. Go 3 or go 4. If you can go 4, that would be your best. But if you can only do 3, do 3. So what I mean by 3 is 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do 4, you're playing the odds. If you're playing 5, like I said, you're safe. 4, you're risking a little bit. 3, you're about at like 70, 75, 80, somewhere in there for their to attack through. You're rolling the dice, that's all. But you would be safe still. So all you got to do is move a few pieces around, and I believe you'll actually be even happier about your base setup. So there you go. Those are my ideas to make that even better for you. Take a run with them, see if those help you. I think they will. And I'm gonna. So good, congrats, glad to inspire. In fact, here's some help. I'll make you a video, and I'm making it right now. So, there you go. And if you want to, respond to me if you think you have some additional questions. If you would like any other ideas for making changes to it, where you can trim walls or what you could do. So if you have to use a lot of walls to extend the front because otherwise they're hopping out, then like I said, you could just move this piece here to there, that piece from there to there, and do the same thing on this side to make the start of your zigzag. And you're then going to be able to trim from the inside to make the extension if that's all that you can do, and definitely move that piece from there to there. So there's different options for you to go. So those are just some of the things that I would test out. I don't have any, none of my heroes are at 16 right now. None of my alternate accounts are at 16. All of them are at much higher than that. So that's just some of the ideas that I would run with to make that work for your particular town hall. So go ahead and give that a try. Go ahead and give that a try. I think you'll like it. And you can name it whatever the heck you want. So, congrats on making a Town Hall 16 version. Congrats. But yeah, those are the things that I would do to make it even better. Let me know. Tell me how it did. I would like to know. Once again, have a good one, guys. Have a good one. See you guys next time.